I think that like bluish greenish color car back there had a gnarly ass paint job, but it was not a car I would have ever fucking spent money to paint like that. You know? Gnarly ass paint job, dumbass car. Gnarly ass paint job, dumbass car. That's like a fucking amazing fucking killer ass badass tattoo on a fat idiot like me. Don't do that. Put those amazing ass tattoos on fucking bodybuilders and shit. And beautiful people. Hotties. Hottie with the body. They're all right. All of them are right. Trying to talk and listen to actually listening to my shit on the way in, I guess. Today. I heard the feedback I heard a lot from other musicians. Like, dude, you make cool ass shit. But like sometimes they'd say no consistency. Like you gotta be consistent through the song. But that's what I was trying not to do. Because I get bored. Like you hear fucking 6 or 7 bars in the song, and maybe a couple bars of a chorus, and you got a pretty good idea of what the whole damn song is. That kind of blows. Yeah, there can be different fills and breakdowns and shit. And special, fun intros and outros. Maybe some breaks here and there, but overall, pretty much same goddamn song. I don't like that. I mean, I guess I do, but it gets old, man. I was trying to do other shit, but the one that really stuck with me, he brought up something on the death of it all. Was it the death of it all? No, it was failure. He brought up a song on failure. And he's like me. If he wants to point out specific parts of a song, between musicians, you go in there and take a second to cut it up, and then play this part and be like, and then say this, and then play this part and say this. That's what he did. Except he went listen to that beat, listen to that beat, listen to that beat, and he took them all, and he kind of made like 20-second tracks with them, or 30, I don't remember, not very long. And then he made all of them like in parts of it. He made fills and shit. He's like, you've got like an album's worth of beats on this one song. And he's like, and that's the case in most of these songs. You've got like 5 or 10 really good beats, in each song. Because you keep moving. You don't repeat any beats that often. So he was trying to get me to like, there's 2 songs for sure. He didn't cut out the other one, but he's like, these 2 songs. He's like, I want to challenge you. I, of course, didn't do it. He's like, I want to challenge you to take these songs, get the fucking master files for them, get those beats out, and make songs with each of those beats. Except for keep that general beat through the whole song. Or at least the main parts of the song. He's like, you can do a whole album with this song or this one song. He's like, you can do another album with this song. He's like, you get all these beats. You listen through all your songs and pull all these beats off. You could probably get 4 or 5 albums out of this one album, easy. He's like, easy. All with like 20 tracks. I don't know, man. Are you gonna get over truck or what? I don't know, man. He's right though. It's like when I did these Hate All songs. Well, a lot of repeating. A lot of repeating. Same beat generally, same rhythmic sample through every single song. Not like one on all the songs, but each one has a pretty unique, consistent beat or rhythm to it. I've got this one on repeat because I like this beat. It's true though. In that Loss of Will coming in, that was off of Failure. Was it? I feel like Failure was on. Loss of Will was on Failure. I'm sure it was. Because originally the albums went Looking Down in the Valley, Complication, I think it was Complication. No, Calculated Time Consumption. There was Looking Down in the Valley, Looking Down in the Valley of Piss. No, Looking Down in the Valley of Thorns. Because there's River of Piss, Valley of Thorns, and then Looking Down in the Valley of Thorns. Whole conceptual thing. And then, which I didn't do, the death of it all was going to be River of Piss. But anyway, come on, bitch. Not doing it. You just got your turn signal on for fun. God damn, this is only mill, bro. Oh, I did leave at 5. So Looking Down in the Valley of Thorns, Calculated Time Consumption, which was two albums, because each one had too much to fit on just one. I filled up 2 CDs with it because I released these back when it was CDs. I was printing, assembling, and shipping them. Oh boy. The dream was to make enough money to do those little cardboard folding cases. Those were the shit. Digipacks. Never did though. Never made Digipacks. But anyway, I bet those are pretty easy to custom order now. You can probably just order whatever and have them one-off made. The process is probably so easy to do now for whoever develops them. But anyway, I'll have to look into that. I wouldn't mind having one of every album I've done. That'd be cool. There's no market. I've got like 20 monthly listeners on Spotify, and I don't even know how the fuck that's possible. I haven't advertised a goddamn thing in like 20 years. 20 years? What are we on? 2026? No, like 10 or 15 years. God damn, there's problems everywhere. Anyway. Quit being distracted, bitch. Looking Down in the Valley of Thorns, one album. Calculated Time Consumption, double album. Shades of Grey, which had the third one was collection of lost tracks and remixes that had like my original sound collages, which were very illegal. They were like mashups, really, like cursed mashups, really bad. Like I didn't release them as the first couple albums because even if it was legal, I wouldn't have released them because it was bad. What are you doing, you dumb bitch? Like, you really gonna try and get by me, stupid? So that was 3. Number 4 was The Death of It All. 5 was Shades of Grey. I believe 6 was Failure. 7, I want to say 7 was I think I called 7 Point of Access. No. Point of Access must have been after Shades of Grey. Because I mixed what was on whatever that was called. I think it was Point of Access. Now it's like the second half of Shades of Grey. I don't know why I decided to do that. I think that was a mistake, because that was the album between Shades of Grey and Failure. I really liked that album. I liked that a lot. And then Failure, because I did Point of Access in Bellevue when I'd first gotten with Beth. And that's when I had the only singer that was really good, but she could only repeat what other people did, and her super fine ass friend. God, her friend was hot. Called her friend back, never called her back. Like, I need someone, to create with. I can't, like, if I could sing the songs for her to sing, I wouldn't need her. I even said, could you sing these songs in, like, someone's style? She's like, well, I need the melody. I'm like, okay. She could mimic, but that's it. Mimic really well. She had a strong voice. So that was Point of Access. And then Failure was in my mom's basement. God damn, what are all of you goddamn morons doing? There's a dumb fuck off to my right behind me. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Being dumb as fuck. That was, I think, Failure originally, well, I think that was done in, I want to say 2011. Because that had Josh on it. He had guitar he did on it, which I totally wasted. I wasted that opportunity. My hard drive died. I should have rescheduled with him, and I should have talked him over, like, what method do you like to do this, so we could do that. Because I kept cutting him off, switching filters, because I was rushing. And then I think I annoyed him and he didn't want to do it anymore, and that's fine. I just wish we would have planned better or done more sessions. I should have asked him to do more sessions. But he probably wouldn't answer my phone calls after that. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how he did it. It was just bad. I really should have done more. But anyway, amazing musician. I hope he's still doing it. And then when we got to Omaha, I had set a date. I had set a hard date in May or March 2015. I think it was like March. Is it March 14th? Because of Pi? Was I dumb and did that? I don't remember. But I know like it was 2 weeks before, whatever it was. Maybe it was 316 or 318. I don't remember. I know it was 2-digit number started with 1. But I remember it was about 2 weeks out and someone said the date. And I'm like, oh shit. Like I've got like maybe 3 songs halfway started. I'm supposed to have an album done in 2 weeks. So I dropped everything I was doing in my free time and really went after it. And I only had like 6 tracks done after like a week. And a few other ideas started. And then I took like three days off work, 4 days off, 3 days. And I think I only came out the other end with like 10 or 12 songs. And then I called it 14 days. Because that whole thing got squeezed out of my ass in like 14 days. Arguably. Not a way to do it. You do the album first, then you set up release. I have learned that since. What's the last album I've done? 14 days. Because right after that, Lily was born. And what do you mean new traffic pattern ahead? It looks like all the signs are the same. What are you talking about? Maybe it's across the way and down that street. Because it's fucked up down there. Going down towards Chandler. Real dumb. Real dumb down there. I don't know what that sign was about. But now I redid my discography. I think now I took the name Point of Access and made that the first one. Because looking down in the Valley of Thorns is too many words. Too many words for an album title. And then I did something like Re-Entry or Orbital Decay. I think that was the second one. Third one is Empty Bottles because I was drinking a lot. And then Death of It All, and then Shades of Grey. And Shades of Grey I mixed with Point of Access since I took that album's name. I cut some songs out of Shades of Grey too. I cut some songs out of Shades of Grey as well. And I think I cut a couple songs off of the original Point of Access. Point over, buddy. I got you. And then Failure, and then 14 Days. And I think that's it. And then I put some shit on a couple singles. Which is weird because there's one single that's got a few songs on it that's only on that single. I don't know why I did that. It was an EP. I don't remember what it's even called. I think it's one of the zeros. Because I'm like Nine Inch Nails has Halos. I have Vents. Those are my main releases. And zeros are my like bullshit. Like my Mirror, that's my like best of for that whole section of those albums. That's a zero. And then what was that goddamn? I can see the album cover in my head. There's one called Of Other. Damn, what was that goddamn EP called? One of those songs, I think one called 22, I think that ended up on 14 Days. But like Unbridled Patience didn't. Whatever the fuck album or whatever the fuck release Unbridled Patience is on, that's what I'm thinking about. I can't believe I don't remember. My memory is so fucked. Something happened to my brain. I don't know if it's this. Hello, god damn. I don't know if it's the stress. I guess I do notice hotties sometimes. I don't know. Fuck off.